Yesterday was kind of scary for me. Like, I posted my first video online. You know, like that feeling before you ask out a girl and you're like anxious and you're like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, should I do it? Should I not? You know what? I would rather post it than overthink about it for another 2-3 days. I see a lot of guys doing it in one take, and I think that's pretty crazy because I make a lot of mistakes. If everyone shares a little bit about their life and about their lessons that they learn, I feel like jointly we can actually kind of learn a lot more. I don't know, if you could like spend not even 5 minutes, you know, like 1 or 2 minutes just talking about the most important thing to you, what you appreciate and what you've learned. I think a lot of people can benefit from. I mean, if you only speak good and kind things, that's something that should be shared with the world. I don't see why you should keep all this kindness and appreciation to yourself when you could be sharing it to other people and kind of passing on that energy forward. I had a comment actually on one of my YouTube videos which was like, hey, please make more shorts, you know, and my heart, I was like, damn, he really like watched the video. He took some time to actually just watch it and actually write up a comment saying good things, and all of a sudden a little bit better in my world and his world a little bit better as well. And even if he was like to be a hater and be like, oh fuck, you know, that was a shit video, like, okay, but I still made that video and I still contributed a little bit to the world, that's fine. Like, you know, I'm still gonna be able to cop a little bit of shit. I don't know, maybe like one day I'll be like big as fuck, you know, and I can't handle all the shit that keeps getting told, but in the end that's just life, isn't it? I'm trying to get a little bit better, so first thing in the morning I'm kind of G'd up to do this, so I did. A lesson is taught over multiple times, and if you share your lessons, it's a prompt reminder for everyone to be like, oh, I can do this way, or I can not be shy. For example, like a lesson could be to be brave, like to remind yourself to always be brave and take that leap of faith, right? I think that's important because a lot of times, some days you might be feeling like, hey, like this lesson ain't hitting that well because I can't take this leap of faith, or I'm scared to dive off the deep end of the pool, and that's fine. But let's say you bump past it, you're scrolling through TikTok and you bump past a video where this person's going like, hey, you know, you can actually do it. Like, you can do it, just give it a shot. Like, what do you have to lose? We are social creatures, and sharing is part of our nature and in our survival kit to grow and adapt to different stresses. There is quite a lot of topics that I think every day you can post about. Like, let's say even you learn like one lesson a day, over 365 days you have spent a little bit of time just reviewing the knowledge. Like, for example, yesterday I talked about why should I post. Because I was so scared at that time, I just kept on trying to find reasons that would justify me posting, and I kept explaining to myself, hey, like I can do this, you know, there's so much more benefits than cons. But I was still scared, you know, I was like anxious, I still worried about what people would kind of think and say. But in the end I fucking did it, and I feel so good after doing it. At this current pace, I'm going to kind of grab onto this train that is zooming, or grab onto this mindset that is constantly trying to move forward, because sharks will die if they don't move forward. And I'm trying to be an apex predator, you know. I don't got the looks, I got my mouth, which is probably one of my top skills, and I'm gonna use it. Like, I'm gonna use it. I've got to be a bit more concise with what I say. Getting straight to the point and not fluffing about is probably going to be one of my biggest targets. And the topic for today is what to post about. Because when I first started, one of the biggest things that I didn't know what I was going to do was the content I was going to post, or the things that I would decide to talk about. Lessons about life, other people's learnings, things you are appreciative of, goals that you want to achieve, dreams. Those are the type of ideas that are personalized to yourself. Yeah, everyone can have the same ideas as you, but no one can really want it the same way you do, or want that specific outcome and vision. It gets hard sometimes though. For me specifically, once my brain starts drawing blanks, I start fluffing about trying to curveball my way around a conversation. So when it comes to interviews as well, I kind of just try to fluff about until I think of the right answer in my head. Stalling for time, as they would call it. Like, if you're struggling to figure out how to answer a question, or you're feeling very flustered, it's literally no problem to take like 1 or 2 minutes just to think about what you're going to reply back, because once you say the words, you can't just reverse it. But once again, even close friends, you can say some things or do some things that can't be returned or can't be taken back. I guess if you ever hit that stage where you don't know what to say, you're feeling flustered, don't just say something random, you know? Those moments I just said something random, you know, like banana fingers or some shit. Like, bro, that's stupid, man. Like, it wasn't even funny. I just tried to force myself to say something that I didn't even like, that I wasn't even sure about. I hope I speak concisely, speak with precision, and really understand what I say and talk about. I hope everyone gives something that they enjoy a shot. If there's one thing I know, the more you try something, the better you're gonna get at it. So I hope it goes the same for this talking type business. Hey man, I still get kind of nervous when I'm like staring at like the camera. The first hardest step is to actually do the thing you're scared of. And once you put yourself in that uncomfortable zone, the next steps to progressing and getting better is to stay in that uncomfortable zone and keep bracing for more uncomfortable pressures. That's why grit, perseverance and persistence is such a important thing when it comes to trying to improve and better yourself, because first of all, if you never try, you're never gonna know, and you're never gonna know if you're never gonna do the thing that you want to do. You could be absolutely amazing at it, might flow so well, but if you don't do anything, then it goes nowhere. Compare it to a guy who's absolutely shit, but if he just keeps going at it every day, sooner or later he's gonna get better than the person who's got all this generational talent. I know you guys all know the story about the tortoise and the hare. Well, that's my interpretation of it. I'ma keep posting. All the greats did it. Ryan Higa, Mai Choni. They probably felt cringe as fuck from the start, but I'm sure they got better and better. And if I'm trying to be like these amazing people that inspire me, then I gotta do the same things that they do, no matter how uncomfortable it might seem at the start. Fuck yeah.